Alright, there's the first button. Check that button. And finally, the button I forgot to get prepared because I'm goofy. But looks like we're good otherwise. Welcome to Space Engineers in the Morning. I'm the blind gaming guy. I know I'm a little ahead of myself this morning, starting about 30 minutes early, but I wanted to get a jump start on building this ship. So, I'm here early. If I hit the right buttons. I have a third person view. Alright, there we go. The third button is taking longer to hit than I meant to. Oh, well, there, it's already hit. Okay. Now we can get good and started. And we got the back of the ship closed in. Got the front of the ship closed in. More or less. Why did I leave that area open, I wonder? Alright. Oh, I know what I could do there now. I need to find that block. Light armor, long slope. Light armor. Long slope, inverted corner tip. Okay. Now to fill in this block. What would that block be? So I'm right that it's only a half a block high. Well, what block goes behind it? Dum-dum-dum-dum. What can we do? I need a quarter of a block. See, those aren't the right size either. It's like I would need... which makes sense because I'm filling in a half of a block. Wish my brain would think about stuff like that sometimes. I just realized I made a small mistake there. Okay, now we close that spot in. I realized I could just do a skin on the outside of this hole rather than fill it in completely, but that would kill my OCD, so. I want to do this. Oh, I'm out of iron. Not that we have a lot left. I'm definitely going to be running to the iron mine. I know I've left a single block empty there. There's just no way I can fill it with what I want to do. There. That leaves that completely filled in. A nice solid shape. Even if I couldn't get quite the angle I wanted. It gives us our... Alright, the way I'm looking at this is, what is it? Thorax, abdomen, head. Is that correct? Is that, if I remember my insect anatomy? So, I'm trying to get that plan and get those shapes in it. Tom Man, good to see you this morning. Good morning to you as well. And yes, I am early. Better early than late. But yeah, I got the front going. Should we solidify the side up here? I think so. No, I can't. Because these are in that spot. I would have to come out a block. What about... I was told that these are not the same size. Let's see, could I stick a... a wall will fit there. Oh no, it's fitting way over there, not over here. So no, can't use walls. Ooh, that might work. Hold on. RG. CAT. What if we don't have any catwalks that run on a diagonal, though, do we? No, not what do I want. RG, I guess. Windows do. We don't have like a barred window. I guess we'll just have to do standard windows. There we go. It needs... I can't get to go where I want it to attach to. I don't know why that sometimes resets the way it thinks it's at. Yeah, I really don't want to have to do that all the way across. That would be tedious. Although...
Suit energy low.
Hold on. I charge up my suit. I'll go mining in just a couple minutes. I'm not trying to figure out how to place something. It's gonna have to wait. Is placing it there? No, I still need to go back another block. Alright. It was keep it a tiny little bit away. Alright, let's try. that. Obviously that means you guys are not staying. What did I just delete? The wrong block, that's what I deleted. Alright, now I have those. Can I get a solid connection to them? No, it really wants to come out another block. Wait, got it. I think I got it. It's still out a half a block from where I want it. It needs to attach to the inside of that, not the outside. Why can't I get to attach where I want it to attach? What if I do it here instead of there? What if, instead of trying to attach it like that, we need the regular windows. We attach it like it's frustrating. It has to have an edge connection, doesn't it? That means not DONN. Just kind of go around this like this. And we come across the top like this. Alright. That gives us that now. Where did my why am I not able to put my window there now? There. Take the window like that. Get myself some silicon since I need it to roughen these. This is being a pain. Yep, it's the in connection that matters. And now go back to this one. And it I'll place it where I want it to. Sorry, wrong spot. Let's start there. Alright. Now, can I get the place? It will not place. If I take this one off briefly. Oh, that was a mistaken. They're considered filling in the same spot. So it does have to come out the full block. Can't come out half a block. Which would actually mean I need to raise every single one of these up a half of a block. Every single one of those has to come up a half a block. Or come up to the top of here, or bottom of here, so that I'd have that space to seal in. Oh, that's gonna be a fun change to have to make. Grinding, grinding. Lots of grinding now.
Inventory full.
I don't know where the other one went. There was some steel plate floating around here somewhere. Don't know where it went though. Clear out all these because they're not necessary. There we go. I guess what I could do is just start with this block right here. Line this guy up. That's now my floor height. And now's our official stop time. Or start time, I should say. Said that wrong. So if you're just now joining us, welcome in to Space Engineers in the Morning. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy, and this is our playthrough of Space Engineers 2. Started trying to close in the abdomen area of our ship, and found out that I can't fill it in because where I put the catwalks. So I have to raise the catwalks up to above the block instead of in the top of the block so that I can fill this lower block in. Whether I do it solid with steel like I originally thought, or if I do glass so you can see in. But I think solid's the way to go. Click the right thing. Oh, literally, we're just moving it up one. Which means I'll have to take out that row of those all the way across. Yay! So much fun when they won't place when you want them to. Come here, good boy. Okay. Now that raises that up all the way across, which will now allow us to make it solid all the way across. Alright.
Inventory full.
As with everything else, we just hit it hard enough to give it a start so we can see the shape rather than the balloon nothings. There we go. Now we gotta do that on the other side. And then there is so much grinding to do. Oh, so much grinding. Get to that, because we're going to need the space. The good news is this gets us a little bit more work before we go mining. But nothing like the 2 steps forward, 1 step, or 2 steps back, 1 step forward building method. Wait, what? Same on both sides? Okay, it is. I didn't think it was the same, but apparently it is. Alright, fine. Weld it on. It's attached, right? Yeah, it looks attached. There we go. Why would that... That's the things that bug me about it sometimes. It's not connecting... Oh, it shouldn't be connected to the others. Never mind, I changed my mind. It shouldn't connect. So others are half block lower than it. Well, the full width of this lower than it. Never mind. I retract my I don't understand thing. Because I do understand. Hello. Shift R did not work. Alright, it's going to make me weld to that one though. Alright. Why won't you weld? Oh, because I had to do one extra one now. There we go. Okay. Oh crap, I put all the iron away. Okay, now look at that. And boom. It gives us our shape solid all the way around. Unfortunately, it means we have to come and redo all of this. forgot to empty my inventory though, didn't I? I'm glad I have the top tier grinder. At least when it comes to erasing this, there's a lot to erase. Especially when we get to the other end. Oh, it's gonna be painful.
Inventory full.
Now we see just how much iron I put into this thing. Holy cow. Trying to cut a full circle around so I don't accidentally cut something I'm not supposed to. All right. Where are we at? There we go. Apparently, I missed that one. We are going to have a collision with this block and that block. All the way across. The real fun is actually what I'll have to put in there is a half block. Sorry, this is kind of dicey work here. Keep getting quiet doing it. But you know, it's what we have to do when we're working on something like this. Trying not to cut out things you don't want to cut out. Oh, look, we made it halfway. Why don't I just do it here this time? From here on. It'll work at least until I get to H2O2, right? That definitely sped up that section. Plus I took out 2 catwalk pieces. And one more. There we go.
Inventory full.
And let's just grind out the rest of this stuff now. It does occur to me I have to be a little careful as I do this next few squares. Because the only thing that's holding that middle down now is the ladders. It could be possible that I could set this thing just floating away. Floating. Still caught on my ship to cause all kinds of clang and problems. No! No, 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 no. Come on. We are having technical difficulties. We will be right back. My game crashed. I don't know why it crashed, but my game crashed. So, waiting for it to tell me it is too closed. Waiting for Steam to catch up that my game crashed. Oof. It is not running. Now launch it. Silly goose. Now there will be a brief interlude while Space Engineer 2 reloads. Oof. Ow. Gravity is a harsh mistress. Ensure you can always compensate with adequate thrust. Well, if the picture had anything to do with gravity, that would make sense. The thing is, that picture shows a space station and ships in space with ion thrusters. Nothing in that video, nothing in that image is going to a planet. Yeah, oh no, is right, Tom, man. City. No. Alright, so where are we at? Oh, we're still working on grinding across. Let's see if we grind over here if we get the bug or get the crash again. Try that first, see if it's a repeatable crash. Or if the crash was caused because it wasn't anchored anymore. And I just thought it was. Well, we got rid of that block that crashed it. So we'll just grind it different.
Inventory full.
Where did it go? There it is. So we know it's connected on that end, so we'll just leave it connected on that end and work out with it from this end to that end. Alright.
Inventory full.
The good news is we'll have lots of steel plate to re-weld this down, right? Won't have to get iron. It's literally just cutting it out and putting it right back. Alright. Whoa. Somehow I clicked the welder. There we go. Okay, let's do it like this. Provided the grinder will catch the... We do need better hit detection with grinders and welders. Definitely need better. That needs to be improved. But we have new stuff coming in in the next update, so I'm pretty sure we will get some of that.
Inventory full.
Where did it go? It just keeps going. Alright. It started it. Why didn't it keep going? Of 90. So the reason I say 50 of 90 is at 90 it says I'm full, so. deciding when to empty myself. Okay. There's really no way to change how those are set in either. They are where they are. I guess we could have used one of these instead. Take these out. Like that. Okay, now we just need to take all of these out. Alright, let's go around the other side and repeat the process. And then, it's the real fun. Because then we have to put new in. But we started working with the mirror function in the game last week, so I think we can get it a little faster than we got it in the first place. We start off by turning it on, which we have to have a block out to do. There we go. And then we go to the catwalk. And then we come over to there. And then we repeat and do it again and again. I would just drag a big flat, but there's places where that won't work. Here's one of them I'm afraid of, actually. I wonder if I drag it across.
Suit energy low.
Yeah, it did what I thought it would do. Whoa. Yeah, it was having a brain fart there, wasn't it? Wrong thing. View as HUD. What? How do I? Just wondering if there's a way to. Nope, there's not. It was worth checking, though. I was trying to determine if I could turn off some of my signals. It's driving me a little bonky. I'm able to place much faster now. Now, we're going to have to weld out to there on both sides. And then we can come over here like this and drag over the remaining bit, and it'll come on both sides. And we turn off our T. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, turn off T. Now we can re-weld it all. And no, not all of these get to stay.
Inventory full.
But at least this will get us a good start. Okay. That's okay with that being the line that goes all the way across. Load up on steel plate. But now the good news is I'll be able to put in the stairs wherever I want to and nothing will fall apart.
Inventory full.
Again, we should have enough steel plate that we can just weld our way straight across with no issue. Weld almost all of it up with 0 issues at all. But you know, shouldn't do. What? There it went. Alright, that's a significant amount of the catwalks welded. hit that one? I don't know if you can hit it from down here. Apparently not, because it is not welding it. Or I ran out of steel plate and just didn't realize it.
Inventory full.
That's alright. It's not a big deal. I will get it eventually. At the moment, I'm just trying to get everything I can get walking rather than floating. I don't know why I prefer walking to floating, but I guess I've been playing enough where my jetpack is not something that's 100% reliable. I'm like, you know, let's do it without the jetpack.
Inventory full.
I mean, it's not like if I were to run out of energy where I am, I could have a chance of survival either, but because, you know, all my survival stuff is in a different part of the ship. Actually, no, I'd have survivals. Looks right here. And right there. I'm actually on the survival level. Look at that. Alright, so really? Don't line up? Look, they line up here. Over here, they're one off. Is there any reason for that? No, there's no reason at all. Well, that's frustrating. Conveyor junctions are here. Hold on a second, I need to get rid of some steel plate. And of course now I'm floating because you can't walk on what's not there. Okay. Now we can go get back to work on this job. Take that. I will be one set of everything short because, you know, I'm adding one of these to it. PIPE. Oh, tube.
Inventory full.
That is not what I said. Thank you. I need 4. And I was still playing. There we go. I can't believe I missed that in symmetry when I was building it. I normally miss things like that. I normally catch them. There we go. Just weld it all up. Wind up with a nice, pretty floor again. Whoa. Like that. And that.
Inventory full.
And that. 3 more over here. That makes the front side finished. And just a little bit on the back. All right. Now we just need stairs down. The stairs we're going to use are can go here and here. Come on, weld. There we go. Alright, now we have entrance and exit to our... Hitting my head. It's not an option. Go away. Negative is that right there. It looks crazy. And I don't like that. So, we are going to have to fill it in. To do that, we need some of these. Once again, the block I want is not here. Gee, I think... Why is it not working? The game is acting weird. Let me get some energy real quick.
Energy low.
I saw it before you did. Leave me alone. Alright, so G. DET. Try doing it with a detailing block, maybe. Maybe these are small enough. Any construction components. And I need someplace to access my inventory. You get a lot of construction components. Oh, I did not put the inverted quarter there, did I? No, okay, good. There. It doesn't look any different, really. Let me get all the way across. Alright, I'll still plate. Oh, no, I need some of those, darn it. We are out of the,
Inventory full.
That is not what I clicked.
Inventory full.
Well, it helps if you hit the right button. Alright. Now just grab
Inventory full.
iron the rest of the way. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I don't have to take it apart or do it again. Well, apparently I'm not the brightest crayon today. Flipped it the wrong way. Shift R, I need the cube for the back there. And then I need the slope. There and there. And we just fill in the gap with these. The rest of the way across, and done. Now, Alright, now let's fill that in all the way around, giving us a more solid appearance. Yeah, I like this. We're getting there. Now if we get our rotors, I can stick a rotor right here and right here, there and there, and then build my wings off of it. On the bottom I could put solar panels, which is what the base is going to get. And then we can do the legs. An insect of this kind would have 6 legs. So while we get some iron, we need to think about 6 legs. How we're going to do 6 legs. But we are decidedly low on iron, so we're going to make a couple of trips for iron. I can empty my inventory real fast too. Alright. Titanium, platinum, gold, and ice. Platinum and lead is where I was going for my iron. And off we go into the black yonder. It was kind of blue in this game. Clickety click click, click click in the background. As I check things on my streaming stuff. After all, gotta keep track of what's going on. Make sure I don't miss chats or any major changes. Have we checked that asteroid set? I mean, it's just right here. I'm sure I have, but I may not have been looking for iron. That's a lot of iron. That iron looks like it's on the surface. Oh, this is so much easier than the one at the other. Well, hit map, GPS, add marker, iron, asteroid. It'd be so nice if we could turn these on and off. as we need them. GK. And I find this so much easier. Just turn them on. Surface mining is way easier than tunnel mining. Like, you just go up and down and just take the entire face of it off equal to the width and shape of my ship. Which, when you have a flat when you have all your drills at the same height, you end up with a perfectly round or perfectly flat space in the deposit you're drilling, but since mine is curved, I'll end up with a curved shape. Having the inventory bug. I hope they fix this for the next patch. Character Heartbreaker. Also, if they would make the components searchable, not just the cargo. So I could search drill. One, two, three, 4 drills empty. I actually got a huge divot coming out, or spike coming out from in the middle, don't I? Turn my drills back on. I guess we'll swing to the left a little bit here. Knock out that center divot. As I go back up. Because we're just gonna we're gonna drop all this off, just turn around and come right back. Probably 2 or 3 times, if I'm honest. Kermit base, there we go. Yeah, getting here, quick. Getting back, not so much. It's great. I've accelerated the entire time I've left the asteroid. I'm not quite halfway. Alright, there's halfway. So if it takes the same amount of time to slow down as it did accelerate. Actually seems like I might have more reverse thrust than I do forward thrust. Which is strange since these are all much smaller thrusters. I wonder if that means it's actually a linear increase instead of the... It's not really multiplicative or a... exponential growth. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we approached that way faster. That is safe. We're below it. It does have a very interesting shape right now. Oh, wrong game. I keep tapping I for inventory, forgetting that that doesn't work in this game. Yep. Just go be ornery about it. But we'll just empty it this way then. It's slower, it's tedious, but it is the way this game likes best. Surely I have more nickel than that. I do not. Well, I guess if I see nickel while I'm out, I'll grab nickel too. I don't remember seeing nickel at my iron asteroid that I just found. I think actually there's going to be lots of uses for nickel in the near future. Hopefully this iron asteroid has nickel on it somewhere. I don't remember. Wasn't looking. Not even a little bit. When it's empty, it has lots of acceleration and deceleration. So when it's full, it's not quite so, agile. That's the right word. You know what? Let's see if there's any nickel. There's copper, cobalt. There was 2 more iron deposits that popped up on here earlier as well. And I've apparently gotten close enough this time. To them. Well, what would the other iron deposits? Because I know there was 2 other irons. There's one. There they both are, actually. Don't remember there being nickel on that one. Those are further away than they look. Really close. Let's swing out over here first, though. This little bit of rock only has a little bit of rock. Okay. Let's go look at the platinum asteroid, see if it has any. I just have a feeling nickel, 2 kilograms of nickel just isn't going to last. It's another of those asteroids that's way bigger than it looks. So getting your distance from it's harder than it looks. My drills are off. Did I not turn them back on even? I came in here to turn them on, and I forgot to actually give them power. Okay. cave entrance. But it is just a small cave. There's the iron deposit. There's the platinum. I've decided I'm going to just drill my way through. It's not 3 kilometers, not that big. There's a lot of space between the asteroid and it. Hoping I'll see something else as I do this. This is really not the best use of the Heartbreaker. It is not a great bore drill. It's too tight of a drill. By that I mean it fits in its own hole too tightly. It could almost use to be a 6 driller instead of a 4 driller, I mean. But that would change the shape. So, we didn't do that. Oh, this is going to take forever to do it that way. Never mind, I changed my mind. We're just going to leave them on, though. At least while we're doing this part. Excuse me. Alright. Now we're out. Let's see, we got platinum. And lead. Somewhere around here is lead. There's the iron. So, I mean, you have to get so close to these things to scan them. Alright. So if we want nickel, we have to find another asteroid. Alright, let's head over this way and see what we find. These are further away than they looked. I was right. They're not particularly big, at least this set isn't. Let's don't look at. Don't want to run into any doom voxel type spots. Ice and copper. Anything else? Because neither of those are particularly earth-shattering. Oh well. I know we're supposed to be out looking for iron, but you know. We were originally trying to do iron mining, and then we find out we need nickel, so now we're nickel looking. We will go check out that unknown signal. Silicon, iron. Come on, give me some nickel. Lead. I need nickel. Cobalt. Nickel. Any chance this is a hole that leads there? No. Well, boring it is. On we go. Up and up. Alright, flying different. It's the same thing. I'm still making a circle. I'm just not spinning myself dizzy. hear what I mean by there's not really a good way with this ship to bore. Unfortunately. Ah. Alright. Okay. Give me my dribble. I guess I can just do left click. Nice. I'm gonna go fill up 2 with full. About a half of a load. I think 20,000 ought to be plenty. Digging and digging. Oh. I get quiet sometimes when there's not a lot of chat. Especially when I'm just doing something like this and there's not really anything to talk about other than, yep, filling it up. I feel like I mine a lot more in Space Engineers 2 than I did in Space Engineers 1. I don't know if they've just got it where the inventories are so much lower, or that the requires so much more ore per component. I wonder if there is actually a balance change there that I have just kind of been feeling but not actually noticing. In detail, anyway. Just a feeling that I do more mining. I could be wrong. Alright, now, map, GPS, add GPS, nickel, asteroid. Now, with that in mind, there was a signal here a minute ago, I thought. Wasn't there an unknown signal? Could have sworn there was an unknown signal here. I also know that this nickel asteroid had iron on it. Or in it. One or the other, but I don't care enough to keep going on it. Well, maybe my unknown signal disappeared. Well, guess we will head toward the iron asteroid and wonder where it went. Oh well. We still are got no problem accelerating with 20,000 nickel on board, so not worried about it. Just worrying about my iron asteroid. This is actually more field than asteroid, but you know. And here we are. Dude, right in. See, iron is picking up weight so much faster than the nickel did. And we're doing the drill thing. Have to turn them off so that they will quit moving the inventory around long enough for you to fix it too. Nickel and iron goggles, cargo containers, drill. So cargo, 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 drill, drill, cargo. Connector, drill, 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 drill. Okay. I forgot to turn them back on. About 55 or so is all we're going to get this time because we filled up with the fix it. And there's the base. And since we are heavy, off we go. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have time for another mining run and getting anything else done. So, I think I'll weld with what we got now. See how far it goes. Oh my gosh, my brain just came up with a dumb idea. And we are going to do it. 'Cause it will be funny. Wow, we went flying past it. It did look good while we went by it. I have to admit that. It is starting to look good. It just have a nice shape and everything. And yes, it should feel more station than ship, which is what we're working on here. Which so far it does, so we are really getting the right feel out of it. Alright, okay. Inventory. Sledge. Iron. Iron. Nickel. Iron. Nickel. Iron. 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 Nickel. Nickel. Iron. Iron. More iron. Even more iron. Yep, you guessed it. More iron. More iron. Okay, we're empty. 140 kilogram, 140 kilos of 140,000 kilograms of iron now. Now, the absolutely ridiculous idea I had. Gee. Now, there's a massive one, yeah. the stinger. Yeah, I'm that silly.
Inventory full.
I am that silly. I'm good for it. There we go. That's enough to make it look like a stinger for sure. Let's see. I would like to give this thing a mat on the big ore detectors though. You look at those. I think not that there's probably much use for it to have a huge ore detector on it. But I'd rather have it and not use it than not have it and want it. Okay. It's really coming together now. Now we need to consider where our actually need gyros. Didn't I already put some gyros in? Let me go look. And womp 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 womp. Sorry. Ion. Yeah. Oh, that is a big old engine, isn't it? It would go all the way to there. One. I don't have enough inventory to grind all that out, actually. Stick that in there for a minute. One.
Inventory full.
I definitely do not have enough inventory for that much grinding.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's supposed to look like that. Okay. Bothered me for a second there. Alright, now let's try putting the thruster in here. is 3 wide. You'd have to go this direction to put it in that hole. Though to be fair, those things are that low, so it technically works. Alright, we'll do that. And I am positive it does not take regular. What happened to my welder? I ditched my welder again. Thinking I had ditched plate, probably. Yeah, I didn't think it would take regular plate.
Inventory full.
I don't know, I think that's too big of an engine. We'll change it. Well, let's look at this side when we do that, and then we'll decide. Because we'll try it with this side with the other engines and see. Three high by 3 size ones. Pull them forward like that. I do actually like the smaller ones better. Yeah. Now, where do we put the next set? I think right here. Here. So we could put them. I meant to put them on the legs. I meant for them to be part of the legs, not part of that. Let's see. We'll come down a little. And then we'll come straight up the middle of the ship. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why didn't you come back? Okay. Now then. G. Insects, when they're flying, the back legs tend to angle back more than forward. Like so. Should have turned on the thing but it went to work, so bye. I think legs technically should actually be longer even. Side legs. Kind of look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Suit energy low.
Hi, Betsy. I am building a jump ship to move from sector to sector. So far, I have... Well, here, let me just pop out further and you can see. I am building this knowing that rotors are coming. But you'll notice it kind of has the body shape of an insect. I have the thorax, the abdomen, and the head. I even went so far as to put the antenna on the back to look like a stinger. Am I an engineer? In real life, before I went blind, I was a software engineer. But I don't think that's the same thing. I don't think it's the same answer to the question you're asking. Before I went blind, I wrote code. I spent my day trying to figure out how to write code. I was pretty good at it. The front legs tend to bend back upon themselves. Kind of like that. So I'm trying to build this to look like a wasp. I've built rockets before. I have a few ridiculous number of hours in this game. I've built rockets with aerodynamics mod even. Well, in this one, you can't really send rockets from planet to planet. You can in the first one. Absolutely, in the first one. But in this one, the way they have the planets each so far in its own sector, you have to be able to use the sector jump method to move from sector to sector. And that precludes sending a rocket from planet A to planet B. We are supposed to get the sector's respective moons this next update, though. So it'll be possible to send a rocket from planet to moon. Come on. Button. If you would like, you can add me to your Discord, and I will try to look later, but not while I'm streaming. Is it the same height it was? Yeah, it's the same height. It just looks a little different. And boom. I'll give it kind of a nice shape to the wasp looking leg. That can go there, and that can go there. That gives me my waspy leg sticking backwards. Waspy leg sticking sideways. And waspy leg sticking backwards on the back. Oh, we are almost... I believe it's in my About page on Twitch. If not, I'll make sure it's on there in a little bit. Why is... Oh, because it's not even. Of course that doesn't match up. Now I'm trying to finish before I run out of time for this stream. I actually do have to get off on time this week, or today. It's 1, 2, and then straight back. Okay. So it's here, go straight back to. And that's why it didn't quite look even, because it wasn't even. There we go. Gives us our buggy legs. Now to give them a reason to be there. So how could we use those to stick thrusters in? That would make that solid. So if we knock out the bee's knee here, put a pair of thrusters in the knees on each side. Hopefully I didn't just screw up that side. Okay. That gives me thrust, some forward thrust. I don't need these here now, but I will leave some because, let's be honest, a ship or a station this size is going to need a fair amount of thrust to maintain. Let's bring you up and attach you. Right, I can get to do what I want to. Oh, it's screwed up. I've already screwed it up. Somehow it's broken somewhere and it's not staying together. Oh, it's the one thing I hate about this projector build. When you make a really complicated shape like this, it loses track of what's what. Hold on. What is my Discord? That's the thing, I don't know what it is offhand. I don't even know I have Discord open at this moment. What is mine? Where is the thing? Alright, I'm trying to remember how to do this. I swear I am. Here. Maybe. I can't remember how to show my full thing. Because I'm old. And haven't used Discord in decades. I remember when Discord was just a voice chat. Venta Vixen. Okay, I will try. If I can remember how. Alright, I think I sent you one. No more than I know how to do. Discord should tell you just how much I use the thing, though. This is a new it's new to me. All of this is new. I mean, obviously not Discord, since I can remember when Discord didn't have anything but speech.
Inventory full.
But it looks like I am going to have to call it there for today. I am out of time. I am over time, and I have things I have to do. I will be back probably 12:45, 1 o'clock on YouTube for my new series over there, Irian, Tales of the Valencia. But until next week, I'll be back when I will be back on Space Engineers 2, Tuesdays and Thursdays, or wrong button, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to noon. Hope you join me next time.